All right, good morning, Belle for our students. Welcome to Coach Hightower's Garage. All right, today this is going to be our second lesson for our PE. I'm going to piggyback off our lesson from last week. Okay, students, so who could tell me what we learned last week? If you all watch a video, anybody can tell me, tell your parents, tell yourself, turn to talk to your brother or your sister or whatever. All right, so what we learned last week was the underhand throw. Coach Ward taught you all how to perform an underhand throw, and he gave you different games you can do and everything with the underhand throw. So today we are going to learn how to do two different kind of things. So we're gonna, the opposite of under, students, is what? What's the opposite of under? So you can answer that question. Once you answer that question, give your parents or your brothers and sisters, someone in your house, a thumbs up. All right, so the opposite of under is going to be over. So today the main thing we're gonna focus on is an overhand throw. We're also gonna add two different kind of other throws to that, which you're gonna use for other games, particularly the basketball unit that we're gonna come up on soon is going to be a bounce pass and a chest pass. All right, so first of all, we're gonna get our bodies moving first. We're gonna get some warm-up activities going on. We're gonna add a little math to our warm-up activities. So let's start with some arm rotation. We're gonna need our arms to make sure we are throwing the ball good today. We're gonna use our arms. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I had to do some twists and turns. Students, I hope that you all are being very, very active while you're at home. Some of y'all may go outside in your yard and play or do some things around the house. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, because we want to make sure we're staying active during this period while you're not at school. So we make sure we keep our bodies going, our hearts pumping, and everything like that. So let's do some jumping jacks. All right, so we're gonna do two different kinds. We're gonna do two separate jumping jacks. We'll do a jumping jacks for my K through 2 students, and we're gonna do jumping jacks for my 3 through 5 students. So my K through 2 students, when we jump jack, we're gonna do skip counting. Now let's do our skip count. Let's go ahead and practice before we go ahead and start. We're gonna do our skip counting in twos. So let's count with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we're gonna stop at 20. So when we're doing our jumping jacks, that's the count we're gonna do. All right, everybody got it. Remember, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. All right, those for my K through 2 students. Now, 3 through 5, y'all can join in too. We can do 2 sets. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. All right, good job, good job, good job. We need to do them again. Y'all got it? All right, good. All right, so now for my older kids, we're gonna do it a little more difficult. We're gonna add some multiplication facts. So I need to make sure y'all are still practicing these multiplication facts. All right, we're gonna do, let me see what we should do. Let's do 3s. All right, so y'all pay attention. So we're doing our jumping jack. We're gonna do 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21. We're gonna stop at 21. I'm gonna stop at 7. All right, everybody do that with me. Everybody know they say. Now this is recall. We're recalling this, so this is something that we all know already. All right, so y'all ready? We'll start at 3 times 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21. Good job, good job, good job. Give yourselves a hand, give yourselves a hand. Do some light jogging in place. Light jogging in place, light jogging in place, light jogging in place. Get that blood flowing. I know some of y'all probably just been sitting around playing video games, eating and sleeping and having a good time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and freeze. All right, so let's get toward our lesson now. Now, like I said, today we are going to learn how to do the overhand throw. Now, parents, if you're at home with your kids, you can use any kind of thing you can use. When we're doing an overhand throw, use different kind of balls you can use. I want to make it easy for y'all today. What I'm gonna use, and this was something you can use at home just in case you have a ball. I'm gonna use a sock. This is a rolled up sock that we're gonna use today for our lesson. And I want to make sure that, again, we're doing this overhand throw in a mature pattern. So the first thing we want to do is, remember, everything has a target. When you're not just throwing it at the end of the day, you're throwing it either to a person or to a target. A lot of my baseball players, you want to be future baseball players. This is the throw that you're going to be using most of the time. It's going to be an overhand throw. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is locate our target. So my target is going to be right here. It's going to be simply my garage wall. That's going to be my target for today. So remember, we have our learning cues in PE. These are students. Remember what learning cues are? What are learning cues? So you can tell your parents or tell your siblings. All right. So learning cues are what we use to successfully do the skill. Again, learning cues are the steps that we use to successfully complete the skill. So our skill again is what? The overhand throw. So we're going to use our learning cues to successfully complete this skill. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure the first learning cue is to an overhand throw is make sure our side is to the target. So to make sure that we always do a T-shape. Some students, you all may remember this T-shape from other skills when we doing our striking, we did a T-shape. So it's the same T-shape. So when we make T-shape, and you notice I am pointing at my target, which will be my wall. The second thing we want to do is to make sure we step with the opposite foot. So my ball is in this hand. Students, point to the foot of the leg that I'm going to step with. Point to it. Point to it on the screen. It's going to be this one right here. So I'm going to step. You all can't see my feet, but I'm going to step with the opposite foot. I want to make sure the next thing is make sure that my arm is back. Now I can't throw the ball like this. That's not throw. So we want to side to the target, step with the opposite foot, arm going back, and my fourth learning cue, I want to make sure that it's basically the throw. Now make sure when I throw that I rotate my hips and go toward the target. See where I am right here? I'm going toward the target. So again, let me go through these steps one more time. Now, once I go over the steps, I want you to practice this at home with your parents or your siblings. All right, so number one, side to the target. And it's going to be our what shape? T shape. Let's let it make a T shape. Number two, we want to step to the opposite foot. So we're stepping towards, and remember, when we step to the opposite foot, we're stepping toward our target. So make sure you're going towards your target. Number three, the arm is back. And number four, we throw. And remember, we're throwing, rotating our hips. We can't throw like this. That ball is not going anywhere. So we have to make sure we rotate our hips in order to throw the ball. So let's see what this looks like all together. Let's see if Coach Hightower can do it. We're going to do it all together. Y'all watch me. This is the way it should look. It should be one continuous motion. Now, I know it can't look like a robot, so you have to do it in one continuous motion. So let's see how this looks. That's how that looks. Let me do it again. T-shape. Step to opposite foot. Arm going back. And now, Coach, you're going to say, Coach, what if I'm left-handed? If you're left-handed, do it the opposite way. I'm throwing toward this wall now. So I got my T-shape. I got my step with the opposite foot. I got my ball, my arm going way back, and I'm rotating and throw. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So this is what I want you to do, students. I want you to take I want you to take a minute. I want you to practice this. I'm gonna give you some practice time to practice this, and I'm gonna do it with you. Let's do it together. Everybody ready? Let's go over our learning cues. Everybody say it with me. Everybody ready? Parents, y'all ready? Siblings, y'all ready? We all do this together. All right, so let's go. T-shape, step with the opposite foot, arm way back, and throw. Let's do it again. Let's keep on doing it. Everybody ready? T-shape, step with the opposite foot, arm going back, and throw. Y'all make sure y'all rotate your hips. Make sure you rotate your hips. Rotate them hips. Y'all, one more time. Let's go. T-shape, step with the opposite foot, arm way back, and throw. I don't think y'all got it yet. Let's do one more time. One more time. Are y'all ready? T-shape, step with the opposite foot, arm way back, and throw. Good job. Now, students, again, there are different sports that you can do this with. You got baseball. If you're playing basketball, you throw that ball far, you throw it far. So I want you to take about 30 seconds with your parents and name as many sports as you can that you can use an overhand throw with. Take about 30 seconds and go. Give you about 10 more seconds. And freeze. All right, what were some of the sports? Who can tell me some of the sports? And then we had, how many of y'all said basketball? How many of y'all said baseball? What about, did somebody say football? You know, quarterback should go back, throw that ball. Said football. You can also use it in what other sport? Soccer. My goalies, I have a goalie, they get the ball, they throw that ball in soccer. Anybody else name anything else that I didn't think of? Anybody? Tell your parents, tell your parents, tell your parents, tell your siblings, tell your siblings, tell your siblings. All right, good job. All right, so next objective. Now, if you throw the ball to a target, what if the target is your person? What do you have to learn how to do if the target's your person? You gotta learn how to do what? You see, can y'all answer that question? Tell your parents. You gotta do something. If I'm throwing it to a target and my target is a person, the person has to be able to what to their ball. 5 seconds. All right, they have to be able to catch the ball. Have to be able to catch. Now, catching is very, very important. So our next objective is to catch the ball at various locations around our body. So we gotta learn how to catch the ball. And our catching today is we're gonna use we're gonna learn two different kind of passes in order to catch with. We're gonna use a bounce pass and a chest pass. All right, so again, parents, any kind of ball you can use. Right here, I'm using a soccer ball. All right, so it's two different kind of catches you want to work on. Two different kind of catches. All right, so when you get a little closer to the screen, if the ball is coming above your waist, students, you want to be able to catch it with your thumbs in. Everybody say thumbs in. All right, good job. Because you want to catch it like this, and you want to grab it. Now, when you grab it, especially for my younger kids and my older kids, you've been catching for years. You catch that ball, you can get it, and just hold like this. With my young kids, you're gonna be able to get it and grab it to your chest. Get it and grab it to your chest, and you might want to be able to do it. You want to get it and grab it to your chest. My older kids, though, I want y'all to grab it and just be able to catch it like this with my thumbs in. But what if the ball comes down here? The ball come below your waist and move back. Ball come below your waist. You want to have thumbs out. See how my thumbs are out? Because I want to be able to catch it with my thumbs out. So, ball come below your waist, thumbs out. Above your waist, thumbs in. All right, so this is what I want y'all to do for a second. I want y'all to find any kind of ball, find a ball, some type of ball, hurry up. Find a ball. All right, everybody got balls now? All right, so we got a ball. Now, if you are by yourself watching this video, I want you to, because I'm by myself, so I'm gonna use my wall right here. I'm gonna use my wall, and I'm gonna bounce the ball against my wall. Now, so you're gonna do what's called a self-catch. But if you're with someone else, if you're with a parent, or if you are with a sibling, I want y'all to partner up. I want y'all to practice on throwing the ball. So first ball, the first pass we're gonna learn, and this is a pass that you're gonna be using in the upcoming basketball lesson. It's called a chest pass. And we're gonna work on throwing the chest pass and catching it above our waist. Thumbs what? What are we doing when it's above our waist? Thumbs in. All right, so we're gonna work on this chest pass with our thumbs in. Now, remember, if you're with a partner, we're throwing for accuracy. So you don't want to throw the ball around here and throw the ball over there. You want to throw it right toward that chest. And you don't want to throw the ball hard. Throwing the ball accurate does not mean throw the ball hard. So we got brothers together throwing the ball at each other, don't throw the ball hard. Just throw the ball where your sibling or your mother or your father or your cousin or whoever you're throwing it to can catch the ball. All right, so I'm throwing a chest pass. Now make sure when you throw that chest pass, you're stepping towards your partner. You're stepping toward. Stepping, so you're gonna step and extend. See how far I got that ball out there? Step, extend. Let's just work on that for a second. Let's just work on stepping and extending. We're gonna do it about 5 times. Y'all ready? Step, extend. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, extend. Come back again. Step, extend. Come back one more time. Step, extend. Step, extend. Step, extend. All right, so I'm throwing the ball to my wall, and I'm gonna catch it like this. All right, let's do this about 5 times. Everybody ready? And go. All right, good job, parents. How did they do? Did they do a good job? Siblings, y'all grade each other. Y'all do a good job. We got to grade each other. Everybody got a thumbs up on it? All right, everybody catch it like this? All right, good job. All right, the second pass we're going to work on is called a bounce pass. So I'm going to move back a little further. Y'all can see that bounce up. So, same thing. Only thing this time, the ball has to bounce first before you throw it, before it comes to them. Now, some of these passes may be low. So let's work on thumbs out. Get a little closer. We're gonna work on thumbs out with this one, because some of those passes may have to be a little lower. So we're going to work on thumbs out. So we're gonna throw it. Let's just practice. Now, when you throw this bounce pass, the ball has to bounce in the middle between where you and your partner are. So it has to bounce in the middle. So you are aiming toward the what? Who tell you what you're aiming toward? Aiming toward the floor. Good job. I know some of y'all answered that question. We're going to be aiming toward the floor. But it has to bounce at a certain angle. You have to bounce. You have to come up back toward like that towards your partner. And we still want to land to the chest. But sometimes the ball can land at this something. You might have to catch a ball like this low. All right, so let's work on it. Let's just practice first. I'm gonna move a little closer so we can practice and see what it looks like. All right, we're gonna practice first. Let's do it 5 times. And we still stepping and extending, but this time our arms are extending what? Are you extending like this, extending like this, or extending like this? It's extending like this. Good job. I know good job. I know some of y'all scholars answered that question correctly. All right, so we're gonna step, extend down, step, extend, step, extend down, step, extend down. One more time, step, extend down. All right, so let me get a little further back. Hopefully you all can see. All right, so we're gonna step and extend down. My target is still the wall. My target is still the wall. So I'm stepping and I'm extending down. All right, let's do this 5 times. And go. Step, extend. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so as you can see, I tried to throw it at an angle toward my partner. It went up, it came right back to me. But in most cases, you'll be trying to just regularly catch that ball. Really catch that ball. All right, so let's take a little time. Parents, let's pause the video for a second. You can pause it, and let's take a chance to work on 2 things. We're gonna work on chest pass. Remember, we're catching with our students. If you catch it above our waist, you're catching the thumbs what? Thumbs in. If it comes below our waist, students, we are catching the what? Thumbs out. So you're catching like this, above the waist like this. So parents, let's pause the video for a second, or students, whomever you are watching this video with, and let's just practice on that for a second. Go. All right, students, hopefully you all were able to successfully do the skill for today. All right, so let's do a quick review before we end our video. First of all, what were the 2 things that what were the 2 things we worked on today? We worked on just basic. Worked on catching and throwing. Catching and throwing. What were the 3 types of throws that we learned today? What were the 3 types of throws? 3 types of throws we worked on. We worked on an overhand throw. We worked on a bounce pass. And we worked on a chest pass. All right. What were the learning cues for the overhand throw? I'm way back on last week. What were the learning cues for the overhand throw? Y'all got it? I'm gonna let y'all practice. I'm gonna let y'all say it first, then we go over together. All right, parents, they got it? All right, so let's do it. You remember we had our T shape. We're gonna step with the opposite foot, arm way back, and throw. Remember, when we throw, we're rotating our what? Y'all answer that question for me. Rotating our hips. Rotate our hips. So let me show you what it looks like all together. So I won't look like a robot. T-shape. That's the way it should look. That's the way it should look. It's almost like a little dance. You see that little dance move I did? I feel like a ballerina there. All right. So let's do it one more time. All right. So remember, your left hand, you just do it the opposite way. Do it the opposite way of your left hand. Still throwing. All right. Bounce pass. Bounce pass. Remember, we want to do what? We want to, what the 2 things we want to do on our bounce pass? We want to step, extend. And remember, we're extending what? Are we extending up or we're extending down? We're extending down. We want to try to get it in between, but then catch it. All right. Chest pass. Same thing. We want to step and extend. Y'all make sure when y'all extend, y'all arms are out. See how my arms are out straight? I'm not doing that. That's flimsy. We're not doing it flimsy. We're making sure we do it. We're doing it with some strength. So like that. And our catches. Again, students, let's review real fast. Our catches. If we're catching it above our waist, where are our thumbs? Our thumbs are in. If we're catching it below our waist, our thumbs are what? Our thumbs are out. All right, so students, hopefully you all can do this lesson in practice and everything. Our physical education, some things we learn in physical education to make sure that y'all are still doing. Make sure you are drinking the proper amount of water every day. How much water y'all supposed to drink every day? How many glasses? Who can tell your parents, tell your siblings? It is 8. Make sure you're still following that. Make sure you drink it, please. Make sure you stay hydrated. Still drinking water today. Make sure you properly get enough amount of sleep. How many hours of sleep you're supposed to get now? This a number goes from this amount of number to this amount of number. Who can tell? All right, tell your parents you need to get at least 8 to 11. Y'all little bitty baby, y'all need about 11 hours of sleep a night. Y'all know that? Y'all little kindergarten first graders. All right, so make sure you're getting anywhere from 8 to 11 hours of sleep every night. Now I know now you're probably watching way more TV and playing way more video games, but how many hours that you're supposed to get if we wasn't quarantining right now? How many hours you're supposed to get? All right, you're supposed to get 2 hours of screen time. But we do understand right now, you all probably get more. I'm getting more screen time right now. So it's okay. It's okay to get a little more screen time right there. But normally when we get back to going, get back to school, 2 hours screen time, make sure you're washing your hands. How many seconds? Students, are you supposed to be washing your hands? So you tell your parents, how many seconds? How many seconds? All right, parents, students, 20 seconds. So make sure you're getting it good. You wash your wrist. Right now, I'm washing all up here. Make sure you get in between. Make sure you get your fingernails. Make sure you are washing for 20 seconds. When you cough, make sure you cough in your what? Make sure you're coughing in your sleeve. Make sure you're coughing in your sleeve. Also, make sure you're getting a proper amount of fruits and vegetables a day. Make sure you're getting the proper amount of serving size. Remember, y'all need to eat at least 3 vegetables a day, 2 fruits a day. All right, make sure y'all doing all that. All right, so thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. We have another awesome lesson for y'all this week. Y'all have an awesome day. Remember, believe Belle Forest. Absolutely. All right.